I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the bank and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching that, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a do it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands up here, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavy, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the Las Vegas Raiders.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Up to the 20. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
The slot man in motion right. Now Wilson on first down.
A throw to the flat for Carter.
So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on 2nd and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
To throw again is Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Max Crosby, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball in the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Cover 19. Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Now back to throw.
Fires the out route and completes it to Harris.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
19 Lions.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right on the 30. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A little juke. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jets 3, Raiders 0.
Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
And I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Brayton Man to kick off for the Jets.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
The Raiders at 5-4 now on the year. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0.
Jets 17, Raiders nothing. Braden Mann to kick off for the Jets.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Cowboys! 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's 2nd and 8.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On second down, a run with Carter.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? To throw is Wilson. Throws right side, and that's complete. 20, 10, 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half.
24. Raiders nothing. Braden Mann to kick off for the Jets.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
19 tight, 18 rattlers.
2nd and 4. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
In motion comes the tight end left.
7 Pirates.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
This one into the hands of Harris on the crossing.